I know you guys always watch me packing lunch for everybody, the husband, the kids, the co-workers. But what does Nana Joe like to eat? Well, my friend, Asian food is my weakness. I love Asian food. Lately, summer rolls have been my weakness. Like, I crave. The moment I wake up, I'm like, summer rolls. Like to add all the vegetables possible. I also add some lettuce. I do a little bit of some rice noodles. I also add chicken and shrimpies. And then I roll them up. Last time I saw some edible flowers at Winco and I was like, edible flowers on my summer rolls? Tell you what, they weren't my thing. So I think Franklin's gonna finish them. I also make a quick little peanut sauce with peanut butter, some sriracha, chili oil. I do add a little bit of Korean barbecue only because I like the flavor. Lime juice, soy sauce, cacahuates, and then I mix everything. Honestly, quite frankly, I can eat this every single day. If I could 3 times a day, I would too, but I'm too lazy to cut everything. So I dare you guys to get in the kitchen, make yourself a summer roll, and then make this sauce. And oh my God, you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. That is it, guys. This is one of many Nana Joe's favorite foods. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today's technically my first day back making lunches. I decided to go big or go home. So we're gonna make them some big papa al pastor papas. I begin by prepping the meat. We're gonna thinly slice some fillets and then I'm gonna marinate it on the adobo for a couple of hours. Pour it onto my rotisserie stick, making a trompo, then I stick it into my air fryer and let that cook in rotisserie style. Well, we're gonna prep the potatoes and look at the size of those potatoes. I told you when I'm saying big papa, I mean big papa. Do puncture a couple of holes in the potatoes. That way when they're cooking, they don't bust in the oven. And I slice our meat, add some cheese so it can get nice and melted. Then we begin to prep the potato. Using my fork, I'm gonna go in there and kind of ruffle up his feathers a bit, season it up, and then I put it in the box, add all of that al pastor with all that melted cheese on top. Then we add some onion and cilantro, because you already know we like that breath to be nice and stinky. Drizzle some sour cream, some fake avocado sauce, some fresh pico, and then I go and dollop some guacamole dollops. And forget that green sauce, a little foik, and then the box didn't close. So I did what I could to make sure it closed. A drink that had the option between a soda or a creamy peaches and cream agua fresca. The option is always there, but they never choose the soda, and it's okay. That is it, guys. I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drinks, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye! Let me show you guys a quick recipe idea, especially for those teens who are home from school starving like Marvin and your parents are still at work. We're making an easy macaroni and cheese from scratch. I have my nephew here at the house and he's a starving teenager himself, so we're gonna show him the basic of all basics. Starting with this easy macaroni and cheese. So we're gonna begin by cooking our pasta. Follow the directions on the back of the bag. Using equal parts butter and flour, we're gonna make a roux. We're gonna add about 1.5 cups of milk because I didn't have any heavy cream. Then we season it up using an all-purpose seasoning. Cheeses, we're gonna use some shredded Velveeta. Yes, I know, Velveeta, I don't care. Mexican blend cheese, sharp cheddar cheese that I made him grate himself. I'm gonna use about 1/2 cup of each cheese. I'm gonna add them to the pot, whisk it up, make sure everything's nice and melted. Then he adds his pasta in there, the cheese that he almost forgot. And then he whisks it up until it becomes nice and creamy. Ended up adding more cheese because he wanted it to be more cheesy, which is perfectly fine because this is his meal and he can do it however he wants. He wanted some protein to go along with his macaroni and cheese, so he put some carne adobada on top. There you have it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Alright guys, today we're making chile jalapenos from scratch, also known as pickled jalapenos. In my pan, I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. I do add about 4 to 5 carrots sliced. I also sliced about 9 chile jalapenos. You can also use serranos. Sliced up onion and about 4 garlic cloves. All of these spices I'm gonna list on the screen. Saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes before you cover everything with vinegar. Honestly, depending on how soft or crunchy you like your jalapenos, that's how long you're gonna boil them for. I like my jalapenos to still be nice and crispy, so as soon as it hit the heat, I turn it off after 2 minutes. That is it, guys. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for our friends and followers. Today's Friday, and apparently everybody and their mamas got the day off, even the husband. I only had 2 boxes to make, and I was like, let's make something simple for them. I thinly sliced some chicken breast, put it in a little bit of egg wash, and then dipped it into my egg crumbs. I meant to say breadcrumbs, but it's actually panko, and apparently I need a day off too. Anyways, we're gonna let them get nice and crispy on both sides. For my buns, we are going to use bolillo that I'm going to spread with a little bit of garlic and mayo and some cilantro. I let them get nice and and extra crispy, as you can tell. Then I add some greenery, add mild chicken with some cheese. And I know you guys are tired of seeing the adobada, but guys, my dad bought so much meat. I have no room in my fridge, and I just need my fridge back. Added some onions in there. That with the broth combined some stinky, some tomatoes, some homemade jalapenos, sour cream, and then I forgot the avocado. But it's okay, guys, because I'm gonna put it right here on the side and pretend that that's what I meant to do. I just didn't want to reopen the sandwich. Also gonna add some chile toreados, hot sauce, and some lime. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or a peach lemonade with a little bit of mint leaves to camouflage the stinky breath. Just kidding, guys. That is it, guys. I'm gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drink, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye. All right, guys, so I'm hoping I'm not a little too late for this recipe, but if you're looking for a quick little appetizer for tomorrow's barbecue, I got you. Muffin tin, you're going to add about 4 to 5 little tater tots. Make sure that they're thawed, and then using something, you're going to compress them until you make a little tater tot cup. You're going to pop them in the oven at 475 degrees until they get nice and crispy. Meanwhile, you're going to render some bacon until it gets nice and crispy also. Then you're going to remove it, and using the same fat, you're going to caramelize some onions. Then you're going to add your ground beef. Make sure you season that up, and as soon as it starts catching some color, you're going to drizzle some mustard and saute that for a little bit, trying to give, you know, the in and out effect. Do that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're gonna drizzle some ketchup, and please do not fall on your asses. Trust the process. After 2 to 3 minutes, the meat should be ready. And yes, I am gonna add a little bit of fake cheese to the bottom of my little tater tot cups, but you don't have to. Then we add our ground beef that we just made, add a little bit more cheese, and then we're gonna add that crispy bacon. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of burger sauce, and then I go around adding a couple of pickles to the little cups. And there you have it, guys, the perfect little appetizer. They're like little burger bites, but instead of a bun, we have fries. So just cover it up to make sure you keep those mother trucking flies out. And there you have it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. We all know that Taco Bell came out with the big cheese tostada and a crunch wrap, but some of us do not have access to that Taco Bell. And it's okay, because that's why I'm here, and I'm about to show you how you can make it. Honestly, guys, I literally Mickey Mouse the whole thing, but it worked. The food processor, you're going to make a Cheez-It flour using Cheez-Its. I believe it's about a cup of Cheez-It flour, and you're also going to use equal parts of room temperature cheddar cheese. You're going to mix everything together until it becomes a dough. I did add about a tablespoon of water, and then whenever I was forming them, I greased up my hands with some oil, that when they get nice and crispy. I flattened them out using a plate, and then I just formed a square to make the tostada. Add a little bit of salt. Then I pop it in the oven and burned it. But we did it again. 350 degrees for about 10 minutes until they got nice and crispy. But you are gonna babysit them. Don't just sit down and start watching some TikToks. Every oven is made different. There you have it, guys. That's how you make a big ass Cheez-It. Bye. Hey guys, I hear you. Tagged so many times on the video where Lizzo's asking for someone to make them that plantain burger. And even though I can't make it in person, I'm gonna make it for you in spirit. So we're gonna begin by making the plantain buns, and we're gonna make a big papa burger, because you already know, go big or go home. I'm also going to stuff her patty. Now this is Beyond Meat, and I'm using nut cheese. Form one patty, put the cheese in the middle, and then I put my other patty on top. Make sure you season it up and let it get nice and crispy on the outside. Add some more cheese, a little bit of steam, and then we let that melt. For the sauce, I made a vegan Thousand Island. Then I add the patty on top, some caramelized onions, a little bit of greenery, some tomatoes, and some purple onions, so whole broth can be nice and stinky. To the top bun, I'm going to add a spicy avocado sauce, and then I'm going to top off the burger, wrap it up with some parchment paper, and then I split it in half for her. And then this is what the burger looked like. Add some crispy fries, some sauce for dipping, and that is it. Lizzo, you already know. Just tell me the time, place, and location, and I'll be there. Bye.